You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you not? Then I bid you welcome, as a true member of the Round Table.
We found that Silverus has puppets in his basement.
Does
Why?
yeah. Muck.
Weird, isn't it? Dolly Botherer.
Muck puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's a strange turn of events? I love at the beginning of that episode, I think he's misunderstood. And then within the space of like 10 minutes, you're like, I feel like I'm on the wrong side of history here.
They do heap it onto you and just go, and this is another thing he's done, and this is another
The
thing
first
he's
thing
done. You're like,
gives us a potion.
yeah.
Selvis's potion. And he wants us to give it to Nepheli for some reason.
Yeah. Basically icing her
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the game, yeah.
I don't even know what icing is.
The ultimate ice. The
Giving
long
someone a
ice.
little
It's
bit of
putting her
poison.
on ice.
Yeah.
Because of my glasses, I accidentally misread it as poison.
Yeah.
Which turned out to kind of be true.
Well, we
so-
don't know that
That's
for
funny.
a fact, but it seems like that would be a very good inference.
Yeah.
Because when we go back to Roundtable Hold,
Yeah.
we give it to Gideon. We talk to Gideon and go, we met this new guy, Preceptor Selvis. He's given us this. What's interesting is it seems like they have history.
Yeah, they do.
Because Gideon
yeah.
is like, oh, fucking hell him.
Yeah.
And he like, obviously there's no love lost between them.
Yeah.
And he calls him like an arrogant prick essentially.
Yeah.
And he says, well, what you can do is you can give it to me. You can tell him you've used it
Yeah.
and we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
So I know we've not been the greatest fan of Gideon, but like he's
No.
kind of helped us out with a little pinch here.
Thing is,
Yeah.
though,
Because we want to kind of keep Silvis on side at the minute.
Yeah.
Because we've had him vouched for by the Welsh
But,
Avengers.
yeah, we got to.
He's in the Welsh Avengers.
Yeah, it's like when they bring not Black Widow, when they bring
Like
Scarlet
Loki.
Witch
Oh, put him in, yeah.
and they're like, oh, Loki, yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, oh,
We know he's a dick.
in there, yeah.
But
He's good though.
Useful.
He is good at potions though. The thing I was thinking about afterwards when I was on my way home was like, the even Gideon's wording about the potion is so strange as well. Like he doesn't out and out come out and say, he's like, oh, is that what I think it is? I was like, say it. You need to say it because we don't know what it is.
what do you think
like,
it is? Well,
this is the thing.
I bet it's something
marvelous
that
medicine.
he gives to people to like make them go unconscious or paralyzed, and then he turns them into dolls. That's what I
yeah.
think.
So,
it's gonna
You
be.
think?
something,
Yeah.
so something really bad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Essentially,
It's not good.
we're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. territory.
yeah.
I think he's a little freak.
It's
That's a
kind-
good shout. That's a good shout.
because we when we gave Gideon the potion, we got that interesting bit of dialogue, Dolly Botherer,
Yeah.
before we found the basement.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I thought that referred to Rani because she's got a doll. So I thought
And he
maybe
serves
I thought that
her,
maybe he knew about that.
Yeah, it says bloody Selivus. I suppose he's up to something again. What was the prior thing he was up to?
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely hinting at like a long-standing relationship between them.
Yeah.
Imagine if they go way back.
It's just annoying because I
Big
really don't
flashback
like
sequence.
Gideon. I really don't like Gideon either. So it's mad because we're basically
Could both be pricks.
Yeah, we're in the middle of these like argument between these two assholes that we don't like, and we're actually having to spend quite a lot of time with them.
But then when we go to solve this, he once we see his like little sordid basement,
Yeah.
we go back to him and we say like, hey man, like what's going on here? We confront him about it, and he turns it around, he's like, you want a puppet of your own, do you? So we actually, to be fair, we do actually accept one.
I know.
We got a little jar,
Yeah.
right?
We
He
shouldn't
did
have been,
help us
we
with the
shouldn't
boss.
have been bribed with a puppet.
We did
That's,
accept it, so we are weirdly complicit now.
The jar guy was great.
He was, well, he was throwing jars of his own shit at a dragonkin soldier.
I actually like the jar guy.
I like the jar guy. Yeah, you
Was it the thigh
you
strap
didn't
as well?
want it, did you? And I was like, come on. And you were like, okay, fine, I'll put him on for you. And then he got the poison off. He got the fire off.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. It's a
To
good.
think about
it's
it in a
good
weird
one.
way, like, because he almost becomes like a puppet merchant at that
Yeah.
point, which are like spirit ashes, but spirit ashes we know are like the legacy or like a remembrance of a past soldier or warrior
Yeah.
that's famous that hasn't fully returned to the Earth Tree. These almost feel like artificial ones.
Yeah,
that he's
yeah.
made from like killing people.
Well, that's it. He's just
or
knocking
paralysing
people
them.
out with his weird sex
are they
potion
yeah.
and then turning them into puppets.
Yeah.
It's not a great look.
Now, we should boot him out of the Welsh Avengers.
It's a really strange thing, isn't it? Because Rani's now gone. We can't even talk to her about it because she's like, I'm going for my big sleep. Like, so she's gone off. We can't even go.
Because she's like the boss. You
While
can't
you
really,
went,
like,
yeah. I know it's like dobbing him in a bit, but it's like while this is all happening, like it's just quite frustrating.
Did you guys all know about the sex dungeon?
Yeah. Did you know about this before when you like pull me up with him, because I don't think Blythe is doing that shit.
Don't tell me Blythe knows. He better not know about it.
Blythe doesn't get the keys on the weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
I like that idea though, that the potion is not just a murdering potion; it's a potion that turns him into a doll.
Like knockout potion.
Yeah,
and he
that
does
makes-
whatever
Still
he-
killing them in a sense, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
or still
But
taking away their life.
That's like Black Mirror in it though, where
So it's
like
like-
they're actually awake, they're actually alive still, like, but they're just in puppet form.
Slightly different mechanism, but same end for that person.
Yeah,
Still being ridded of
that's
their life.
rough, isn't it?
Yeah, being murdered. Just kind of a weird, interesting development in our new. We just met this guy.
Yeah, it's kind of like it is fun, but it's also like it's kind of annoying that because we were so excited to be in the Welsh Avengers, but instantly it's sullied by a fucking dolly
Well,
botherer.
you've just been
like,
that's the thing, when you've just been invited to the group, you don't want to be the guy going, "Oh, can we
Yeah.
have a meeting?"
yeah. Well, that's
I'm
the
just
thing.
happy
is
to be
it's
here,
like-
but
Newbie,
also
yeah.
like, what's the process on kicking someone out?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is like when you join a new friendship group, and you're just like, one of these is an asshole though, but then why are they putting up with him? There must be a reason they're putting up for him.
Oh,
putting up with
you've
him.
known him since you were 4.
He's got a really big house.
You know,
He's got a really big party house.
Yeah. His mum and dad are rich. Look,
Yeah.
look at his hat.
Yeah.
His brother can buy us alcohol.
Yeah.
That's why we're all friends with him.
Yeah. He always sells his potion.
Yeah. When we were at school, we used to hang out with this absolute nightmare of a girl because her house was like a proper American Pie party house and her parents went away all the time. So you'd be like,
Amy Stifler.
yeah, she is annoying, but cracking house though, isn't it?
Amazing house.
Cracking Rise.
Yeah, cracking rise.
Cracking Three Sisters. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, interesting thing we did. And then following this, we had the mission to go and meet Blythe in Siofra.
Yeah.
So we went back underground. It's the
Yeah.
first time we went underground in the game. We went back to the Mistwood, took the elevator down, and we rendezvoused with Blythe,
Yeah.
who's trying to figure a way into bloody Nokron.
Yeah.
So he says from where he is, he's like, I can literally see it up there.
Yeah.
No way of getting to it.
Yeah.
I think the point of this area, we have a very weird boss at the end of it.
Yeah. Not
This-
a novelty boss, but like it's not a real
It
boss.
feels like, come where we are in the story, what is this? And I
Yeah.
feel like this connects to another episode and something we talked about in Roundtable Hold, that I think the whole point of this is for it to feel unconnected.
Right.
Now
yeah.
that I've played the whole game, it's kind of what I was saying, is I think this is meant to make you feel like there were different cultures before the Greater Will
Yeah.
and Marika, that these ancestor spirits down there, they worship something different.
Yeah.
That it wasn't always the Greater Will. It wasn't always the Two Fingers. It wasn't always that kind of Golden Order belief system.
Yeah.
These people still cling to like essentially the old ways.
Yeah.
And this is something they revered. So there were other ways to. There's basically other games in town.
Yeah, it also just shows you like how big the game is in terms of like not just size and stuff like that, but like time and beliefs and things like that. Because those guys that we keep meeting that worship like the Erd Tree in a different way as well. It's just like that
they
shows
are-
how dense it is.
And those guys that we saw
Yeah.
are the guys that we found down here.
yeah.
These are just we encountered a lot of the spiritual form of them.
Yeah.
So whether this is another question we brought up in that episode when we talked about Ainsel Riverwell, is have these been driven underground?
Yeah.
These cultures, because Marika created an empire and a dominion above ground, that these places were forced underground,
Yeah.
or is this where they always used to live?
Yeah, that's true. I guess like they could have also chosen to come down because they're just like there's no room for us up in this modern world anymore. Like
getting slaughtered.
we're taking this shit down
It's
downtown.
kind of cool, like this idea of like going underground and like going into the past. You
Yeah.
know, it's if like the layers, like the deeper you go, the more like ancient it is. Where you're right, these old gods that people have worshipped are just kind of like rotting down here.
Yeah.
While everything's changed up above.
And it's also uncovering that idea that all the adherents of the Greater Will that we've found, obviously they just think that is the only way to truth. Like that's what they believe wholeheartedly. They've like eclipsed all this stuff. It's just like, not to map it on too closely, but it is like Christianity disregarding paganism,
Yeah.
Right.
but also taking bits of it when it wants.
Yeah.
To like
Right.
have
Good
some
bits.
kind of like old power.
Yeah, we'll still have that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Wicked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also reminds me of Princess Mononoke, my favorite Studio Ghibli movie. Yeah, that's like the big.
It's quite like a lovely atmosphere. The music's great in this.
Yeah, it was really good.
And really melancholic as well.
It's a nice little
Yeah.
fight. And it didn't take us that long, which is my favorite bit.
Took you enough.
Smashed it.
That's fine. Yeah, smashed it.
It's like a quite haunting fight. I
Yeah.
think it's meant to be quite sad because you're seeing something that was obviously once beautiful and great.
Yeah.
It's obviously quite a soft thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not funny to rinse an animal at the end of its life. Like, and that's what we do.
You said mercy killing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's kinder, Gav.
Are you going to go out and have a word with all the ancestor followers and go, oh, how was it? We've not gone and seen and worshipped it for ages.
We're on our
Ah,
way. Yeah, we were on our way to see her, actually.
Remember him as he was.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say.
Little hint.
You
guys
walk
have
out
good-
with an antler on your keychain.
Yeah. You guys have really good memories? I hope so. 'Cause-
But yeah, there's not too much to talk about, and we're obviously heading into a new area in the next couple of weeks. So I wanted to use this roundtable hold to actually do some kind of other stuff. So when we were in Carrion Manor,
yeah.
we got
Oh,
this
yeah.
weapon, the Arumi,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
It's
Because
sick.
it's kind of one of those nice little coincidences, because we just got big into our whips.
Yeah.
And this is a metallic whip. This weapon, made of extremely thin, flexible blades of metal, is wielded like a whip by night folk warriors.
Yeah.
First time we've heard of the night folk.
Nice.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just like, it's like, how can we be this far into the game and it's the first time we've heard of the night folk?
Yeah.
Though in essence, a whip with a cutting edge, it can also be used as a spear to pierce foes. Although we have heard of Nox and Nocron,
Yes.
which we know from Latin means night.
Oh, yeah. So maybe it's
So that's
that.
possible
to that.
connection.
Yeah.
What a ridiculous weapon, right?
So
Love
good.
it. Yeah, that thing is wild.
so silly. I made sure we made a detour to go get it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm just like, I know you'll love it.
I'm
we
glad-
can't use it, can we? we're a
I
little
think we just
off.
need a bit more decks.
Yeah, but it is quite a nice coincidence that for some reason you've just locked onto the whip, and then we get a whip that has
A silly
basically
whip.
been built by you.
It's got the like the horns of the guys on it as well.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
It's a silly whip, and it's absolutely 100% real. This is a lady who is a practitioner of the Arumi.
What the fuck?
Fuck.
It was a sword originating in 6th century BC in India, and is used in Indian or South Asian martial arts.
I feel like
What?
if you fuck that up, it's game over.
Oh, you're getting diced like
So
Swiss
I've
cheese.
got quite a few clips. So she is obviously incredible at it.
Yeah.
You're saying we're getting one in?
I'm not trusting you with one of these. I've got some other guys that
That lights
maybe
down straight
are a
away.
little bit. So this guy is also amazing. The last clip I've got are some lads that I wouldn't go near with when they're practicing it, because I feel like they nearly get the cameraman. So yeah, this is a guy. So I've got a bit more information. So it existed from a period called the Sangam period, which is 6th century BC. So it's been around for a long, long time.
Oh my god, this is
This
amazing.
is like a dream I would have.
That's the thing. It is like
Sword whip.
it is like a weapon that you've made.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
As with
Look at
other,
that.
so it's handled like a flail. As with other soft weapons, Arumi wielders learn to follow and control the momentum of the blade with each swing. Thus, techniques include spins and agile maneuvers. These long-reaching spins make the weapon particularly well suited for fighting against multiple opponents. When not in use, the Arumi is worn coiled around the waist like a belt,
Yes.
with a handle at the
very
wearer's
cool.
side like a conventional sword.
That's so cool.
But this is what happens when cultures were isolated. They came up with entirely different types of weapons.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
you're not going, oh, we're going to make it like that.
Yeah,
It has a
absolutely.
completely different path. Of
Yeah, because it's
evolution.
like you've not seen like Russia's guns.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, oh, we've come up with this, and then you see the gun. Should have done
So,
so.
Well, I'll tell you that the weapon isn't dissimilar
Yeah.
to growing up in Northern Ireland,
Oh,
where
yeah.
we used to
Make your
take,
own
wait,
weapon.
wait for this.
we used to take the plastic covers off of the snap bands.
Oh, yeah.
and use those as knives, and you could cut people with them. So-
Nice.
yeah, so it was
The
kind of
Northern
like
Irish
a
Arumi wielder.
yeah. So I had a little Arumi dagger growing up.
So let's look at these guys. These guys. Well, this is quite. This is a 10-minute video. We'll fast forward through some of this.
Yeah.
This is their training camp, and they demonstrate a lot of different kind of South Asian weapons in this video.
This looks like a camp that we would come across in Elden Ring.
I'm sure they are very well versed. Sometimes it looks a little bit dangerous compared to the other two videos I just showed you.
Well, that's a
Those
great
people who died.
one.
These guys are great.
Wow.
Smile.
Oh, they're
Let's
just
see,
whipping around each
They're
other.
both smiling, so
Yeah. Well, because they survived.
yeah.
So
Legends.
they're having a great little time, aren't they?
This is their job.
We should be making stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is hot. They're really hot.
We're just watching it. We should
Yeah.
be making it.
I'm gonna go as that guy for Halloween. Umi guy. That's a sexy man, isn't it?
You had attached like that last year for Halloween?
Same as the height of a person. Oh, look, so that one, you can see it like almost like going
Strange up.
straight,
Just like the snap band.
Yeah.
Like the snap band, yeah.
Oh, these guys are
But the thing is, though, I get scared when I put out a tape measure too far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that,
yeah.
with that,
that's yeah, a good
Double-edged
comparison.
sword.
you know what they say about double-edged swords?
Here we go. Here we go.
I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing that as a belt.
If you swing it, it's just like a sword. Oh right, yeah. Because if you're getting the momentum on it, it is just like swinging a sword. Oh, this is so cool. Go on, son.
I guess it is different than a whip because a whip you're like using the crack, but this you're not. It's more the swing, you know.
Is that what they say in Ireland?
Yeah, using the crack.
Snap band is using the crack.
There we go.
Whoa!
I almost died, Jacob. Please like this video.
I think that's the cameraman speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Jesus Christ! It did swing very close to his head.
But isn't it one of those things? Because like obviously there's lots of like quite outlandish stuff in From games, and
Yeah.
as you did a bit of research, you're like, oh no, this is actually a real thing.
Yeah.
Do they have the Moonlight Greatsword
Yeah,
back
yeah,
there
yeah.
somewhere? It's in every world, right?
An
Even
ancient
ours.
Japanese sword. Yeah. But yeah, do you want to get one in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. That
Uh,
light's coming down straight day one.
You'd have to go outside to practice.
I'll cut you guys some salami with it.
They already, all these people already think we're fucking weird because we constantly drawing curtains, putting bags on the window. You're like, oh yeah, you know that weirdo from there? He's out with his sword, his whip sword again. That he made himself.
The final thing to show you that's just a little bit off piece, because we have loads of people who've been asking us the last couple of months to show you guys this. It is the man's Goldfish who plays Dark Souls.
Oh yes.
Oh
So
yeah.
I thought we could watch this.
Thanks to Michael Reeves, we know that a goldfish gives better investment advice than 14.1 million people collectively. And thanks to Muta Kamaru, we know that a goldfish can actually also commit credit card fraud. But that just got me curious. If I also had a mechanism to do these things, how good would my goldfish be at video games? By the way, his name is Tortellini. He was $6 for the pet store, and I love him more than life. So
That's very cheap for a fish.
For a goldfish?
A goldfish.
I don't think so.
That's pretty market
Yeah.
value.
You
isn't
win
it?
them at
Like,
first.
Yeah.
That's how much you pay for a bronze fish, all right,
Yeah.
guys?
he swims in his tank, right? So if we could figure out a way to digitally track him while he swims in the
So
water.
this is all about just how it's done.
This is so clever.
Like, if we set up a grid, he can press a button depending on which box he's in.
Right.
That sign got right on it, and said it
Okay.
would take him a couple weeks to get back to me with a build. Dude, he over-engineered the hell out of this. The way you normally track a goldfish in its tank is by identifying the orange color of the goldfish and by telling a computer, hey, that's a
Orange.
goldfish.
Yeah.
Super simple, but you get my drift. Now, what if there's two orange colors in the tank, like the goldfish and the rocks? Normally, you just change out the rocks to a different color so you don't get the program confused. But AppSign took that as a challenge, and rather than message me to change out the rocks, he individually took every frame from the sample video I sent
Oh
him
my
and
God.
trained a machine learning algorithm to identify tortellini in any instance ever. So now
Who is
I
this
am
guy?
the sole owner of an extremely powerful program that is famously used by the military-industrial complex for reasons, and I'm going to see if my goldfish can play video games with it.
Right.
Oh my
Jesus.
You ready to see the results?
God. Yes.
I can't wait to see this.
Holy shit.
I kitted Tortellini out with all the typical armor and weapons you'd find beforehand. Holy fuck, you look sick, dude. Oh my god.
Don't worry about this. He's got some weird custom area of Roundtable
Okay,
Hold
yeah.
that he's modded there.
Right.
Yeah, I was like,
No, no. He's also given them not slagging off the goldfish. He's giving them an insane amount of like health. And
Right.
stats
Okay.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think you got to. That's,
fine,
fair.
That's fine.
Oh,
That's
how's he
fair.
gonna learn?
That's fair.
Yeah. He's not getting comments on there going like,
Tortellini,
he's OP.
Look,
or just keep using all of your.
Oh yeah, he's using most of his magic already.
all endurance, all that's gone. Yeah, all his FP's gone. What an idiot.
You got attacked. Nice! Oh, huge! Huge. Okay, we gotta bleed. We gotta bleed. Wait, do we get the second phase?
So he's equipped them with obviously that weapon that can do bleed. He's giving him like
Yeah.
He's trying to help him as much as he can.
Yeah.
It's like what we do with you.
I wonder if they lock him on manually, because otherwise, if he's not locked on, he's just.
I
Going,
guess like a boss will come to you. Luckily.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But he's like properly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
he's
no,
not
because
now.
Dot's
Okay.
not there. He's got to second phase already.
Oh, you really can't dodge this part.
Nice.
Ah.
Oh, we're still alive though. Okay.
What?
So Tortellini. The dodge.
What?
How is he still alive?
Okay.
Okay, he died.
We're in armor,
Yeah.
mate.
I
We're in armor.
thought he was gonna do it on that
I
one.
gotta have a
man.
fish beat me at this
I can
game.
do more than this one.
And to be fair, you were all right against Godric. So
Yeah, in my defense.
Yeah, because he's
See
summoned
that
2
dodge?
people.
Dodges are insane.
We need to be doing shit like this, mate.
Sometimes he
This
goes
is
right
great.
across and
I
triggers
also want
like
to know,
6
like, yeah,
buttons.
because there's lots of like obviously the same ones again.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
So
I
how
guess-
did you decide like?
Dude, this is so difficult.
Because there's some buttons you don't need to push all the time. You know?
Well, I think they're just not on there. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
them. I think they've taken off like ones that are needed.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's getting
Why was the first one the
rinsed.
best yet? I have no idea. I think I want to heal more.
Like he's giving him a lot of.
The flex of just drinking all the
Just
flash.
chugging all his
He's
potions.
just down there.
all of his stuff.
Thirsty, isn't
You
he?
guys ready? Tortellini's got this.
I wonder how many times it took. They should have had a death
Well,
counter.
I think he was Twitch streaming this for several nights, maybe.
Right.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, like that right
Fair
there.
play to this guy.
Yeah, here we
Right?
go. Nice. Good damage, dude. Tortellini, you can heal right now. That'd be sick. Nice, good
He's
heal,
healing.
good heal.
He did.
What?
Good heals and damage. Look, good dodge, good dodge, good
He can
dodge,
hear
good
him.
dodge. Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The fish
Do another,
knows.
like, CR here. Back and stagger. No. Nice. The stagger plus the heals.
Oh,
Staggered him.
shit, yeah.
Got some bleeding, mate. We don't even use bleed
Yeah.
as a strat.
Damage there. That's fine.
Oh,
That damage.
Second phase.
second phase.
Get some space. Yeah, that's good.
Oh my
That's
god,
good.
this is amazing.
Oh no.
People are, so worried about AI. We could be replaced by fish,
I need you to heal. I need
apparently.
you to heal. Please. Swim over to the X. Swim over to the X.
He's going.
Yes,
He's
yes, yes,
running.
yes,
He's
it's a full
running
heal.
it.
That was huge. Actually big. Okay, this could be it. I need you to do damage, dude.
Ooh, he's in. If you can get some hits.
Yeah.
Good damage.
He's here.
Good start.
Oh!
Good.
That weapon is
Oh
good
my
for this,
god!
isn't
Oh
it?
my god! Oh my god!
Because you can like stun him.
Go to heal, actually. Okay, you can't heal anymore.
He's trying to
Whoa.
heal. He's trying to heal.
One more hit. He's
I was trying to heal.
Tortellini.
One more hit.
Gotta hit him! Hit him!
Please stop healing. You don't have any.
Yeah!
What drama?
That's amazing.
That's incredible.
I love him mocking him, just shaking an empty Estus right in front of him.
What absolute drama at the end?
Wow.
I wonder how long
Look
that
at the
took
chat
hours
going
wise.
wild.
He's chugging. Absolutely God knows what.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
So I think he's on a quest to do other bosses with it, but
With
there's
the
other
fish.
boss I can't show you.
Yeah.
Because we
Oh,
haven't.
wow.
But the fish is doing it before us.
Damn.
Don't Google the fish guy.
The fish
That's
is
what you- what you're
speedrunning
telling
it.
us to do.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Tortellini.
Amazing. That's class.
I still can't believe that you think $6 is.
That's a lot for a little goldfish.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's all right. A $5. How much you got to
For a
sell?
living creature.
They've got to,
Yeah.
they've got to make some money out of it, man. I think.
I think
yeah.
that's a lot.
There's loads.
I think it's a lot.
Inflation, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, but it's a
No,
smart
that's,
one. It's a
that's
smart
a
one.
Puff fish.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's a
yeah.
smart fish, and you see him, he could understand.
Well, that's the thing.
commands.
You'd be able to sell him for a load more now.
Yeah,
He's
that's
famous.
true,
He's
yeah.
got his own cameo.
Oh, I'm saying that's cheap, by the way. I'm
Oh,
saying like
okay,
it should
right,
be
yeah.
more.
Oh,
I was like
right.
$6. It should be
I
like
think-
$20 for a
No,
fish.
it's a goldfish. It lasts for like a.
Yeah, I don't.
a
I don't really
month.
know.
I don't
That feels normal.
I don't even know how
normal
long a
price.
goldfish lives for.
Yeah, that's true.
I pay $6 for salmon.
Yeah,
How-
and that's dead.
That's dead. Yeah.
How long do you think a goldfish lives for?
Love it.
Oh, I had a goldfish that
that's
lived for
wicked.
quite a while. Till my cat ate it.
Were you joking me?
What?
Yeah.
10 to 15 years.
You can live ages.
That's pretty good return
With
on
some
investment.
varieties living up to 30 years with proper care.
That's pretty good return on investment.
Shout out to the
isn't it?
goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Fair
low
play.
maintenance as well.
Yeah.
Great little buddies to have.
But yeah, I just
Love
thought
it.
I'd show you some other little bits that people wanted to show you.
Yeah, that was really good. I love
That was
that.
awesome.
We're just going to end today with
Yeah.
a question which was sent in a while ago, and I thought, well, we should answer it, but I have no idea how to answer it, so we'll give it a go.
no.
Mike Brown, he's loving the show, loving the series, can't wait to see how it evolves over time. Speaking of which, now that we know DLC for Elden Ring is a thing, have you had any thoughts of how you might cover it? We
Well,
haven't
we-
even done the main game, mate.
Well, I guess like the thing with the From games is they insert it in a certain place, don't they? So we don't even know that
So
yet.
this is the thing. Would this
Like-
be a separate series at the end?
Yeah.
Or if it possible, would you try and work it into the main playthrough similar to the Bloodborne series?
Yeah.
Now,
Well, because
this-
we've talked about the
this
Bloodborne
could-
thing like before.
yeah, so
like-
we're filming this, obviously, when this runs in the next few days, like they could announce a release date for this.
That's a good point.
But I doubt the pace that we're going through the main game, we're going
Yeah.
to be finished before this comes out.
Yeah.
That said, they announced it 200 and like they've almost announced it a year ago.
They did,
so they'll be
yeah.
close to making some kind of announcement of when it's coming out.
Okay.
But even then, when they announce it coming out, it'll still be a few months. But I
Yeah.
still think we'll be doing the main game before it comes out. So it is probably likely we'll do it after the main game.
Yeah.
I think that would make more sense for lots of reasons, but mostly as well, like, so say they announced it and it was coming out while we're halfway through part 2, and we happen to be in the exact part that we can get to
Access it, yeah.
Like, it would be really hard for, because you'd obviously have to play it first anyway, but you'd have to go through and go, okay, will that affect? Does it affect the story?
I think it would have
Yeah.
I think you'd then have an experience, which is what we did with Bloodborne. We played it in where it's available. So there's two aspects, I think. One, doing it at that level, I don't know what level you'll need to be for it.
Yeah.
So it could either be incredibly hard,
Yeah.
so an unbelievable difficulty spike, depending where we are in the game, or it could be way
really easy. Yeah.
So I think we'd probably play it in the new game cycle.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't have to go too far into the game. But also, I could speedrun us there off camera.
Also, we could make a really fun thing of it. Do you know what I mean?
possibly.
Yeah, yeah.
Depending on how fun it is.
Depending on how,
Um,
yeah.
Depending on how fun it is. Secondly, was like you'd then be both experiencing the story in a completely different way than most people watching the series did initially.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, I have a good idea what I think that the DLC might cover story-wise.
Yeah.
But then you'd be finding that out at a different point that I did.
Yeah.
And that the game originally told you in it. It's almost like you watching the Star Wars after seeing the prequels.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, that is still a valid way of watching it for younger audiences, but it's not the original
we
way
now
of
know
experiencing it.
we know who Darth Vader is.
Yeah. So do you want to do it that way? So I think we will play it after we finish the main game.
Yeah, because it's an interesting point, isn't it? Because it probably, well, fingers crossed for the people who are really into the storyline, it would be filling in some little gaps and stuff, or maybe giving you a little bit more about things you already know. Whereas then, if we're then going, we're going into like the main, say it's filling in stuff by the main boss, to like dumb it down a little bit. Like we're going into that main boss knowing stuff that really we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. So I think we will tackle it after the fact.
Yeah.
Probably New Game Plus. So if it's harder, it should be hard and it's still a challenge.
Yeah.
But that said, all the end game content in Elden Ring is fucking nails.
Right. Yeah.
Like, because they know people, because it's open world, they know people can get really high level. There's a point where it don't get any easier.
No. Yeah.
Because you know, like we always said about like leveling, after a certain point, putting points in, just like it's like a curve. Like your health bar will go up, and then post 40 or 50. The addition it gets is negligible.
Yeah.
So obviously these people have been playing this game for like 1,000 hours. They've got max stats for everything. So you obviously don't want the game to be super easy for them.
Yeah.
So there's a point where the game is just mega hard.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
That'll be
Anyway,
fun.
so yeah, if you get back to the mega hard game.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.